fierce lioness suddenly bursts out of the grass. The animals nearby scatter in fear. The lioness quickly locks onto Pumbaa. Pumbaa runs for his life, but still gets forced to the edge of a cliff. Just as he is about to become prey, Simba suddenly charges out and tackles the lioness to the ground. The lioness fights back at once. The two lions start wrestling instantly, but during the fight, Simba suddenly recognizes her.
Nala?
She is Nala. Seeing his friend after so many years, Simba is too excited to believe it. He shows Nala the place where he lives and warmly invites her to stay, but Nala does not accept. She tells Simba, Scar is ruling the Pride Lands with cruelty. There are fewer and fewer animals there, and the Pride can barely survive. She left the kingdom this time to find help and overthrow Scar's rule. Nala wants Simba to go back with her and take back the throne that belongs to him, but Simba refuses because he has always believed he caused Mufasa's death. He does not dare face the past and does not want to leave this peaceful life. Nala looks at the Simba in front of her and realizes he does not care about the Pride Lands at all. He does not even want to go back and see his mother. Looking at the lack of fight in his eyes, Nala is deeply disappointed. But everyone has their own choice. She does not keep trying to convince him. She simply turns and leaves.
I guess I made a mistake. Goodbye, Simba.
Simba does not ask Nala to stay. He feels he has his own pain, and nobody can understand what happened back then. But when Simba returns to the forest, he sees a mandrill sitting in a tree, as if he has been waiting for him. Simba does not want to deal with him, and turns to leave, but the mandrill keeps following him. The mandrill tells Simba he knows a lion king named Mufasa, and once held his son in his arms. More importantly, he knows where Mufasa is now. Simba denies it right away, because Mufasa has been dead for years, but the mandrill says Mufasa is still alive. He tells Simba to follow him, saying he will take him to see his father. Before long, Rafiki brings Simba to the lake. He points at the water and tells Simba, Mufasa is right here. Moonlight shines on the water. Simba looks down and sees his father's face in the reflection. Rafiki tells him, Mufasa has always lived in his heart. Then, Simba seems to hear his father's voice from the sky.
Simba, you must take your place in the circle of life.
I can't.
You must remember who you are, the one true king. As king, I was most proud of one thing, having you as my son.
That was a long time ago.
No, Simba. That is forever.
Please, don't leave me again.
I never left you. I never will. Remember who you are.
Mufasa reminds him, do not forget who you are, and do not forget your true responsibility. At that moment, Simba finally understands his mission. The Pride Lands need him. He must return with his father's will and protect the land that once belonged to them. Simba immediately runs toward the Pride Lands. He chooses to leave this easy forest and find Nala, so they can take back their home together. Before long, Simba catches up with Nala, who is walking alone through the wasteland. Seeing Simba finally stand up again, Nala is filled with surprise and joy. The two immediately run toward the Pride Lands together. Simba passes through the gorge that once terrified him. This time, he chooses to face the past directly and stop running away. But the Pride Lands now are already ruined and lifeless. Animal remains are everywhere. The grassland that was once full of life has become dry, cracked earth under Scar's rule. This kingdom has gone from a thriving land to a nearly lifeless wasteland. Seeing his old home become like this, Simba regrets not coming back sooner. He once thought, no matter how cruel Scar was, he would not destroy the entire kingdom himself, but everything in front of him tells him he cannot back down anymore. Simba silently swears he will take back the throne. Zazu has also survived this disaster.
Your Majesty, welcome home.
Right then, a familiar voice comes from behind them. Pumbaa and Timon have also come to help because they watched Simba grow up and cannot let him face danger alone. Just like that, they form a temporary rebel team, but as they prepare to head toward Pride Rock, they find several hyenas patrolling the only path. Pumbaa suggests using someone as bait to lure all the hyenas away, but everyone's eyes soon fall on Pumbaa.
Why is everyone looking at me?
It is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we proudly present your dinner. Be our
When the hyenas see such a fat meal, of course they refuse to let it go, and immediately chase after him. Pumbaa and Timon successfully create an opening for Simba. Rafiki also watches all this from far away. He walks to a hollow tree and reaches inside. Soon he pulls out an ancient staff. Meanwhile, Scar has lost all patience with the lionesses. He forces Sarabi to become his queen, or he will drive all the lionesses out of the Pride Lands. Scar believes he is stronger than Mufasa, and more fit to rule this land, but Sarabi tells him directly he is not worthy of being king, and not worthy of being compared to Mufasa Mufasa. This completely enrages Scar. Facing the furious Scar, Sarabi still stands by her choice. Scar can no longer hold back and attacks Sarabi directly. The difference in size and strength leaves Sarabi unable to fight back. At the most dangerous moment, a lion roar shakes the sky. Fear rises instantly inside Scar. He looks at the powerful lion in front of him, as if the dead Mufasa has returned. Simba's appearance makes Sarabi burst into tears. She cannot believe her child is still alive. Only when Simba answers her himself does Sarabi finally know this is not an illusion. Scar watches Simba step closer, as if Mufasa from years ago is standing in front of him again. He knows he is already old and cannot beat Simba in a direct fight. But what Scar is best at has never been fighting head-on. It is breaking someone from the inside. He immediately brings up what happened back then, saying Mufasa's death was all Simba's fault. He says Simba's recklessness killed his father, and a prince like that should feel ashamed. He has no right to become king. Scar questions Simba in front of all the lions, asking if he has told everyone the truth. How can a prince who killed the king inherit the throne? He forces Simba to admit that he killed Mufasa.
Now's your chance to confess. Tell them who's responsible for Mufasa's death.
It was me.
Sure enough, Simba falls back into deep guilt. He feels too ashamed to face the pride and unworthy of taking the throne. Seeing Simba's mind break, Scar starts pressing closer. He keeps attacking Simba with his words, forcing him step by step toward the cliff edge. Crushed by guilt, Simba does not notice at all that there is nowhere left beneath his feet.
Then bow to your king!